Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Nevitz, and today we are going to be playing a new game for the channel, but it is a game that I have played on my own time, off stream quite a bit, and I really do thoroughly enjoy it. This is Cities Skylines 2. It's a game that's been out for about a year now, I believe. Maybe a little longer. It might be closer to 2 years. I don't remember. But what we are going to be attempting to do is we're going to be playing on Waterway Pass. This is one of the starter maps, and we are going to be attempting to build a city with, let's turn these off. Actually, I want unlock all on, because I want to be able to use trams right away. We are going to be attempting to build a city using only trams. Poncho, this is not the Maniacs Gaming. This is the Nevitz1 YouTube channel. Come on now, you should know this. But yeah, so we are not going to be having unlimited money, so I am going to have to keep up with demands, keep up with our money. However, I am doing unlock all right away so that I have trams able to use and I don't have to unlock them. Poncho. Alright, we're just going to get right into it. I've not played on this map before, so we're going to have to examine the map a little bit. Plan some things out. Plan where we want our downtown to be. Alright. Oh, I accidentally left unlock map tiles on. Hold on. We're going to reset this. We're going to reset. Waterway Pass. And I'm doing easy so that I have more money available to me. Tram-Ville. No, why is it doing that? There we go. Alright, disable tutorials. Unlock all is on. You know what, let's turn natural disasters on. Why not? And this is America. We don't want left-hand traffic. You know what? When we get to 100 subs, I will create a Sims 4 world with as many people as I can. Actually, no. We're at 66 right now. If we get to 75 subs before the Buffalo trip, I will do it. If we don't get to 75 before the Buffalo trip, I'll do it when I get to 100. That's the deal. All right, here, I'm going to type it in chat so that it's confirmed. So that's 2.5 months. We have to gain 11 subscribers. That shouldn't be too bad, honestly. Alright, so we're just going to continue this 4-lane road. See, now I don't like how wide this river is because it's going to be really annoying to find a natural place to build a bridge over it. Like right here seems natural. And here seems natural. And then somewhere over here, but I don't have the tiles for that yet. Those all seem like natural places to cross. Because essentially I want to cross at like shortest distances possible, because then it's cheaper. Yeah, for real. Alright, so you know what? We're just going to continue this line straight for now. Let's see, which way is the wind going? That way. Okay. So I want to do industries over here in this area. Oh, this terrain is not as flat as I thought it was. Okay, you know what? We'll work around it. It's fine. It's still relatively flat. Let's smooth out over here a little bit, though. There we go. Now, I think that what I want to do is coming right off of this highway, right into town. I want to have a road going kind of this way. Why is that overlapping items? Is it trying to, it's trying to bridge over that? Really? Why is it trying to bridge over? Okay, whatever. But I want a road kind of going this way over to this little lake over here. Kind of like that. And then we will use the freeform tool to have it curve this way. And then end about there. And I'll have another road here eventually, but I'm not going to do that right now. And the reason why I did it there instead of just having a straight line here is A, because of crossing the highway portion here, and B, I want this road to eventually go across the river there. And you know what? We will go ahead and I want a large roundabout. We'll put a roundabout there. And I will also put in some turning lanes. Like so. And like so. Now these are going to automatically have lights. I don't want lights on these. Take that off, take that off, take that off, and take that off. Oh, and then I also want no left turn here, and no left turn there. Ooh, Mimi, you're gonna play free safety? Okay. Alright, and then now we will, for electrical, we're gonna keep it simple and just build a transformer station for now and import electricity from other cities. And then for water, I want to put a water pumping station on here. And you know what, we will go ahead and build a little bit of this road that I'm going to put here. I want it to go down this way. And just go straight towards the river that way. And we need a little access road for this water. There we go. So now we have water and we have electricity, and now the last essential thing that we need is sewage, and I don't want to do a sewage treatment plant because they're just really expensive. So we will go ahead and put sewage over here. I don't believe it needs road access. No, it doesn't. And we can just run the line right under here all the way to there for now. That will eventually get changed, but it's functional. Yeah. Those don't need access roads. Now, time to start building some houses for people. And what I'm going to do is we're going to build a grid off of here. We're going to go... $184 meters. No, we'll do 200 meters by 112. And that's going to be our block size for now. Our basic block size, at least. So 200 meters. And 112. And it's gonna look a little weird at first because we're just building up to start, and we're gonna use some standard low density housing, and we're just gonna fill in here, being careful not to put housing on the main road down here, Heather Street. And we're gonna leave room for Elm Street to continue on there. And that's going to eat up our demand pretty quickly. So actually, I think I'm going to replace this stuff here with some medium density row housing. And now what we can do is right at the highway entrance, we can put some low density stores. Some shop fronts, essentially. I don't like that. I want it to fill the whole plot size. Same with that one. Now, I think we're actually going to bring that back a little bit, because what I want to do is I want to raise the terrain just a little bit. I want to match what it is on this side. Take our 4-lane road and just build a bridge right across the river. Now, the sewage got disconnected, so I'm gonna have to redo it already. And it actually makes more sense to have it come this way then just go around like that. Now we're going to soften this, we're going to smooth this terrain out, leading up to this bridge on both sides. And we're going to have this road continue this way and then curve up the shoreline over here eventually when I get those tiles. I don't need them yet, so I'm not going to buy them. So we'll have it go to just about there for now. And this area here is going to be our first industrial area. So we're going to use some alleyways. Actually, no, we'll use 2-lane roads to start. And we'll have one that kind of just goes along the coast here. Actually, I want to make a key. I want to make a key wall. Just along this coast here. End right there. Alright, and then, a little farther this way. Actually, no. That'll be it for that side, and then we're gonna have this come up and cross here, and then bring this back. And there we go. So now we have our little road around this peninsula, I guess. Oh, hi, M17. I just saw that you were in the chat. David, I don't know what to tell you. I don't really care that much about college football. So. David, you are literally exactly describing how I'm gonna feel when the Bills play the Ravens. Like, genuinely. You are describing exactly how I'm gonna feel. Because I know that I know the Bills start slow, but I really don't want to lose to the Ravens. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and build out of this. And this is gonna be more of a loose grid. We're gonna go again 200 meters and 112. That'll leave a little gap, but that's okay. And we're gonna upgrade that to this actually. Oh wait, hold on. Here, 200 meters, and then we're gonna go like that. To destroy that road for a minute. 112. is that like that? Whatever. I can't be bothered to try to fix it right now. Right, and we're gonna go 112. And go straight down. And then we will have this road go into the main road here. Alright, and now we can go ahead and start filling this in with some industrial zoning, and maybe we can throw some offices over here once we get the demand for it. But for now, we're going to keep it at industrial. Once again, being careful not to put any on that main road. I don't want anything on that main road. We can put some on this key road, though. It's going to severely mess with the terrain, however, so actually I might not do that. There we go. So basically, these arrows show which way the wind is going, and so I don't want those arrows to be pointing from industrial areas to residential areas, because then it's going to create a lot of air pollution around the residential areas, which is no bueno. And we can go ahead and build more of the low density housing in here, while mixing in maybe some little shops in the middle here. We'll actually take out these houses here and put a shop there, because we are building a lot more houses right now, so. David, a lot of it is just off of vibes for me. I look at the area and kind of decide where I want things to be. Like for this one, I'm probably gonna want... Ooh, actually, that's annoying. Because I just put the industrial area where I think I'm gonna want my downtown to be. That's a little frustrating, but it's okay. I can readjust. I'll probably want the downtown to be somewhere like over here in this area, or maybe even over here. We might even have several like smaller downtowns. My day's going pretty good, M17. Yeah, maybe we even have like several small downtowns. Like we have one here. We could have one over here somewhere. I want the downtowns to be on the river. That's the important thing. And we have our highway here. The only problem with putting a downtown here is that there is no highway access. I would have to build a new highway to it. But that doesn't matter because we're focusing on trams. And I have a feeling that this Heather Street is going to be a very major tram line. Eventually. And as you can see, there's already lots of cars in here. We should probably give them some health care. we'll put a small medical clinic. You know, we'll put it over here where it's close to the entrance of the city and people can get to it. Yeah. And we'll have to expand our grid here a little bit. So we're going to go out 112. And this is where it starts to get wonky. But we're going to keep it for now. And then this one is going to I'm just going to have it go straight there. Even though it's more than 112, that just makes more sense. It went at a bad angle that I don't like. There we go, that's better. And we'll have this go up 200 meters to meet up with that one. And then we'll go ahead and extend this road, and I'm going to take this part out of it. We'll go ahead and extend this road over towards this direction. And it's going to go that way. And what's the name of this road? Pebblebrook Street. That's a weird name for a road. And then we'll have this road kind of just goes straight into there. Also, yes, Mimi, this is meant to be more of a relaxing stream, more of a chill stream. I just really wanted to test this idea on stream because I've done some work with the basic concept of focusing on trams off stream. But I figured, why not bring it onto a stream? Alright, so now this is going to get a little weird. I'm going to have to use some paths to block off zoning here. Because I don't want zoning on that road there. I want more space to build houses on these little side roads here. Which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause so that I can zone it all properly. There we go. Maybe we mix in some... Maybe this ends up being a little downtown. We can mix in some mixed-use zoning with commercial and residential. So this counts towards our commercial demand, and it also counts towards our medium density residential demand, which you guys can see the demands down here. That middle green bar is medium density. I'm going to do that, and then bulldoze that. There we go. Use the full lot. Use the full lot, please. Use the full lot. Okay, you know what? That's fine. That's as close as I'm going to get. I do have to decide where I want to put my tram depot because I'm going to need multiple of them. Perhaps they go over here, or maybe we put one over here in this little industrial area. I could just put it right here and have the tram tracks go straight out to Heather Street over here. You know, I'm gonna do that. And then we'll use the upgrade tool so that I can put the tram tracks directly onto the road. Let's see. And that all works, okay. And as you can see, they do go right through the roundabout without any issues. have these tracks go all down Heather Street. Then we will have a one-way track going just through here so that the trams can turn around there, while this two-way track continues down this road for what will eventually be another tram line. Extend this road up this way, and then it's going to just go ahead and turn into this key road. It's a steep grade, but it'll do. It'll have to do. Alright, and then now we can put tracks down this way. Onto this key road. And essentially what that allows us to do now is go ahead and build our first tram line in this city. And we'll have stops on both sides of this roundabout. And we'll have stops on both sides of this road. And then we'll have a stop right here. So this is going to be a very short tram line, but that's okay. It doesn't need to be the longest thing ever. It's just the starting of our public transportation system. And I'm losing money pretty quickly right now, which is kind of unfortunate, but we're making it work. Go ahead and make it stop right next to the tram depot as well. Why not? And here come our first trams, and I actually want to limit how many trams are on this line. So I'm going to go in, and I do not want 3 trams. I want 2 at most. And yeah, we'll just leave it as tram line 1 for now because it's not going to be a permanent line. This tram system is going to see a lot of modification in its time, but that's okay. We have our first line established. I actually want to move this tram stop back behind this turning lane. And then link the line there. Because this one is behind that turning lane, and I want to keep it consistent on both sides of the roundabout. Now, this little turning lane, I don't like that people are parking on it, so what we're going to do is we're going to put wide sidewalks on it, if I can. Is it not going to... Oh, wait, no, there are no sidewalks on it. I can't put grass on it either. Okay. Yeah, so I can't prevent parking from that road. So, it is what it is. You know what? I'm just gonna remove it. It was a nice thought, but it seems to be backing traffic up more than it's helping traffic. Alright, and we have our tram working. Our first tram. Oh, these buildings are a little bit bigger than I thought they were going to be. That's fine. We'll have this area over here be a little bit more of a mixed-use area. Close to what we'll call the Pebblebrook Pond. Alright, and now we do have some office demand, so I'm going to put some low-density offices right on this pond here. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I don't really care. I like the idea of having offices on a pond. Now, it seems as though over in the medium density row homes area, technically yes you can, but it's not gonna work very well. Oh, I need death care. Okay, time to build a cemetery. This block right here, this Primrose, Franklin, Kent, Seabreeze block looks like a great place for a cemetery. And it's too small. Okay, so I need to build a bigger block for a cemetery. You know what I'll do is, will it fit? Would it fit that way? Yes, it would. Okay. So what we'll do is we will extend out Primrose Street another 200 meters. And we will extend out whatever this road is another 200 meters. And meet them up here. And the grid is getting a little messed up and wonky. I'm not sure why, but it's fine. Everything is fine. And now, what I can do is place a cemetery right in here. Right there. Why are these streets both called Lake Street? I don't like that. We're gonna rename, we're gonna rename this Lake Street to Cemetery Street. Whether or not that name will stick is yet to be seen, because the street naming in this game is very odd. Now, as I was saying before I noticed that death care message, parking is becoming a bit of an issue in this medium density area. So, what do we do about that? Well, we build a parking lot. We'll build this size, a small parking lot, and we'll build it right here on this corner. And that way then, people who live in these homes can come, they can park in the parking lot and then walk over to their homes. The ones down here on the end are a little bit screwed over by that, so maybe I put a parking lot on this end as well. Yeah, we'll do that, right next to the medical clinic, actually. Then we can build more row homes. And again, I'm going to skip over the street so that I have room that I can continue building that street, maintain that right of way. And, oh, I don't want that. I don't want that happening. And that's actually going to be all of my medium density demand. So I really need to figure out where I want to put my downtown, because I need to fulfill some high density housing demand right now. And I am kind of thinking of just kind of having a little mini downtown over by this pond here. So maybe we do some low rent housing over here. I don't want skyscrapers. The high density housing will give me skyscrapers. The low rent housing, though, will not give me skyscrapers, but it will fulfill the high density demand. And then I also want to put another parking lot over here. We'll do a medium parking lot right over this way. Why did the terrain do that? Ah, I see. So what we're going to do, we're going to shrink our brush size, and we're going to level out to here. And then we're going to soften. That looks better. Like it had always been that way. put just a little shop there. Little shop for the people from the offices to go to on their lunch break if they don't want to go to any of the ones over here in the mixed use. And we are still losing money. Now, how can I believe taxes can go up to 13% without people complaining. So I'm gonna do that on everything. Why are offices not paying any taxes? Why is that a thing? Why you no pay taxes? Is this a warehouse? Whoa, hello. Oy. Alright, now, if I'm gonna have offices, I do need to get some education in here. So let's build an elementary school to start. Extend this road out just a little bit so that we can have this road here meet up with it, so that hopefully, there we go. All right, now we have Lake Street here and Fairview Street there. And while I'm at it, I'll go ahead and put the tracks here, because I'm going to need them there eventually anyway. And we're going to build an elementary school over here on Fairview Street. We'll do it right here. And then now, let's see. We can do an extension way to make it bigger. And I want to give them a playground. Because what's an elementary school without a playground? Maybe the children's clinic will come later, we'll see. I don't have Nevitz U yet, don't worry, David. Nevitz U will be coming eventually. Now, in terms of high schools, I really, even though this is not like a downtown area, I really like the look of the city high school. So I kind of want to just use it anyway. Maybe we can put it over here where we have the little bit higher density. Put it here on Lake Street. And then now for this one, we're going to have a rooftop sports park. And we're going to do extra floors. And that high school should be able to serve our city by itself for quite a while. I just really like the look of this high school building. Now. Oh, hi, Mars. So this is a pretty good start to our little city here. I do think that I want more of a transition here from the higher density to the lower density, but I can't do that right now because I just don't have the demand for it. I need more commercial. So we're gonna build some more little shops around. We'll put one there. We'll put some over here by the cemetery. We'll put like a whole line of them. Oh, that terrain is being weird and I don't like it, but we're gonna have to deal with it. And that actually ate all of our commercial demand. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to demolish some of these homes. Apologies. And we're gonna rezone them as some row homes over here to help a little bit with this transition from the higher density to the lower density. And we have no demand. Okay. We have a little bit of industrial demand, so we can put some industrial zoning over here. But other than that, we kind of just have to wait it out. Let's see. Education. High school, I have 120 eligible, but only 7 are attending. Why? Do need some more commercial. Put one little shop here. And you know, we'll add some little shops over here on Fernbrook Street. I like to have the shops kind of just mixed in around the houses rather than just having big commercial centers, because to me it makes more sense to have like shops within walking distance of where you live. I don't want it to have a oh you have to drive everywhere kind of feel. With this city, I really want to focus on making it walkable and having the trams. And now for this road, we're going to have it have a little curve just to make this intersection a little bit nicer. And now we're going to go out 112 from here. We're going to go down to there, and we'll come up to here. And we'll go a little farther just so that the names don't mess with me. Now, one other thing that I want to introduce is some parks. We have a small little park over here by the... Actually, how about this? We'll have a little park over here by the cemetery next to this elementary school. We'll have a campfire site. I didn't even know that was a thing. I want to put this over here. You know what? I'll put it here because I want the campfire site to be near the pond. I feel like that's just awesome. Having a campfire next to a big pond like this seems really cool. What's the problem with Bama now, David? Are they still losing? Mars, for a moment I thought that you were Mimi saying that you're having dinner, and I was like, this is early for you to have dinner, but no, for you it's not. And I only have industrial demand right now. Alright. Oh! Are you having fun, Poncho? Are you having fun? Sounds like you're having so much fun. We're going to add the garage extension to our tram depot so that we get upgraded from having 10 trams to 15, just so that it's ready when we need it. And how are the trams doing, by the way? Let's see. It's this. 56 citizens a month. That's not bad. Let's follow this for a little bit to see where it gets a lot of people. Right now it has 4, down to 2. It's probably going to pick up some people on the way back. Oh, hello, lag. A lot of people trying to pull into this building right here. Where are these taxis coming from? I don't have taxis. Why do other cities send their taxis to me? I don't want them. Ooh, I do need, that just reminded me, I do need to get internet service for my city. Let's do that. We can do... We can do just a standard radio mast for now. Maybe like over here. How much more expensive is the telecom tower? $62.50 a month, $125 to build now. $2,500 a month, $25 to build now. Because I would need 2 radio masts to cover even just what I have now. So I think just investing in a telecom tower now is going to be well worth it. We can build it here, and that will cover everything that I have accessible to me right now. Yeah, let's do that. And we will have to build a little road to it. And I don't want to snap to zoning cell length because I want it to line up with the lanes of that road there. And then we'll have a curve. Alright, so now we have a telecom tower connecting our city to the internet. And we do have more housing demand now, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to build some small, medium density houses here, some apartment buildings. No. Okay, you know what, whatever. Build a big one. Sure. Now I'll build some small ones. Oh, wait, I can go further back with this. Eh. There we go. And then on this side of the road here, we'll do some more row homes. Okay, that did it correctly the first time through. And that's going to take up all of our medium density demand right now. So then we're going to build some more low rent housing here. Ooh, that's too big. I don't want it that big. I don't want these that big. I want smaller. We'll do 3 wide. And then this last one will be 4 wide. Those are still pretty big, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Really? You eat dinner around 4, Mars? That's really early. And then I think to help me get a little bit more demand, I think I'm going to rezone these medium density row homes as low density single family homes. But we'll keep the parking lots. We'll keep the parking lot here because the parking lot does help to serve the commercial zonages over here. No, I don't like that. That's better. That's fine. Also go ahead and essentially we're just picking up and we're moving those medium density row homes to over here. Actually, let me unzone that. And we're going to put a bigger parking lot in here. We're going to do a moderate parking lot right here to help a little bit with some of this street parking. I don't want all of the cars to be parking on the road. I do want some to be able to park in designated parking areas. Ooh, I need police. I don't have police in here. We'll do a standard police station. And we'll put one... wait. Oh, okay. We'll put it over here on Sterling Street. What upgrades does this have? Garage extension. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that preemptively to get more police cars and be able to just help support the crime. We don't want crime. Crime, bad. Crime, very bad. No crime in Tramville. Speaking of which, we also need fire. So let's build a fire station. And we'll have this one be closer to downtown. And this also has a garage extension upgrade, which we will get right away. And we are still losing money very quickly. What if we took advantage of this river? Can we do this? Will this do much? What do you mean in water? It's supposed to be in water. It's a dam. See, the electricity production just isn't there. Upkeep for this could be as high as 42,000 a month. Now, how much? I'm importing $98,000 worth. I think it's worth it. It's still going to be losing money, but it's not going to be losing as much money. If we go ahead and get a small coal power plant, and we'll put it over here next to the tram depot. Actually, no, I want it to be right. Ooh, will that let me do that? Will that let me? I think it will. I think that'll let me continue both of these roads. Let's see. That one it definitely does. And this one, it does. Okay. And we are going to go ahead and hook this up to the power lines underground. I'm just going to have it go right along this road. What is it overlapping? Oh, it's overlapping the sewage pipe. Oh, that's fine, because I can now reroute the sewage pipe again. To go just to here. There we go. And then now, this should be able to go all the way over. Hook up to the transformer station, where it will then also hook up to the outside power. So now any electricity, any excess electricity that's produced from this power plant will be sold. And hopefully that'll help a little bit with some of the money problems. Let's see. Yeah, because now we're making 31,000 on exports. And the maintenance does cost more. Why does it cost so much? I don't know. I don't know why it costs so much. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and upgrade this road to that. Have it go down to there. Oh no! Okay. Have some little bends in the road, why not? Oh, this one looks weird. That's better. continue straight from there. Doesn't make sense to have it bend back. Now we have more room for industrial, should we need it. Now, I'm nervous about doing the high-density offices, because, yeah, it's skyscrapers. I don't want skyscrapers yet. Although, maybe we do. Maybe we do go ahead and start with skyscrapers pretty soon. What we're gonna do for now is we're gonna get more of this these single family homes in here. This thunder is annoying, and I hate it. Do I want to continue this road this way? Not really. So you know what? We'll just do this. Just gonna fill all of this in. And I think we're gonna get our first tiles here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna buy these three tiles so that I can get all the way up to the river there. And we're also gonna buy these 2 tiles so that I can extend Heather Street the way that I wanted to. 114,000, there we go. Now, Pebblebrook Street is going to come right up to the river over here. It's just going to go in a straight line. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to add the tram tracks to it. All the way to the end. Actually, that's pretty good in terms of angle approaching the river there for where I want to cross. And then Heather Street here is going to come up and go along the river coast here a little bit. Not exactly. We're going to follow roughly along the river coast. We want to go around this little random dirt road that's here. That I'm probably going to end up destroying, if we're honest. And we'll go to about there. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and destroy this. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this little island here yet. Wait, hold on. Do we have... We don't have any boat access, except all the way over here. Oh, I can continue this. No, I can't, because I don't have the tiles. I don't have those, I don't own those map tiles. That's kind of annoying. That's actually really annoying. That my only boat access is all the way on the edge of the map. Okay, well... Actually, I think what we're actually going to do here is we're going to bring this back about here. And we're going to have a road that goes straight across and ends at that key. And then we're going to have Heather Street just go straight into that road. And maybe we have a little cut-through road here. Road could even continue to there to make that bend make a little bit more sense in this road here. Okay, bye M17. Build a bridge going off of this key, or do I need to... Actually, I definitely need to, like, bridge over it. Alright, now, so we're gonna do some terraining. Nope, that's parks. Terrain. We're gonna raise this up just a little bit. And let's see, where is this at? 78.94 meters, so I want to be at about 88. About there. Slope terrain. All the way back here, up to there. So hard to see with the nighttime. I hate it. Oh, I don't want a bridge over right here, actually. So we're gonna just go ahead and big mode, soften terrain, get rid of all of that. That bridge is gonna be way too expensive to build. So instead, we're gonna have this Briarfield Street. It's going to curve down and come over this way to cross there. I'm actually going to move it back. I'm going to have it do that here. There, and then we'll use the complex curve to go ahead and get this to line up perfectly with that. Now we do should be good. Level terrain. Here we're at 76. What's up here? 84. Oh, that's actually good. That should be fine to go over that road. We'll make a little landing pad for it over here. Whoa! You don't see that happen very often. Okay, it's still trying to... Okay. So it's not high enough. Cool. Awesome. I only want to go a little bit higher, though. Like 87 should be fine. We'll have a little road going around here so that if you're at the going under the bridge but you want to get up onto the bridge, you can. You just have to loop around there. And then over on this side, this. Soften terrain. And now we have our second road that's going to be crossing the river. And you know what, I think that over here, I've already kind of, I've already started establishing it over here. We're going to have the downtown over here. Over here, we'll have more, like, luxury suburban areas, I guess. We'll have this go to, like, there. No. Use a straight tool. Let this go to about there. Now this should be able to just go straight to it. Yeah. Now this road is going to take a slight curve, just slight, and we're going to continue it straight this way. All the way to Pebblebrook. Why are these zonings not filling in? I have demand for low density residential. Maybe if I build something else, they'll start filling in. I think it's glitching in what it's showing me in terms of my demand. And you know what, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get our first parking garage. We're gonna put it right here. On Honeysuckle Street. Those zones are still not filling in, which is weird. DPI on Alabama or other team? Oh, right, FSU. That's who you're playing. Alright, now one thing that oh, we got plenty of room there. One thing I do kind of want to do is go ahead and make this area a district. And we're going to do, I don't want any snapping on because then it snaps to other districts and it's just horrible to deal with. We're going to go through here. Oh, it's not called Heather Street anymore. Now it's called Eastgate Street. This is what I was talking about with the street naming conventions in this game being very odd. Right. And actually, wait, hold on. I actually want to go and include this side of this road here. Oh, because now this is Heather Street. That's weird. Now this one back here is Heather Street. Why is that? It's so weird. I don't understand naming conventions of streets in this game. Alright, I need help. What do we call this first little establishment? Oh, hi, Nash. In our Tramville. What do we call it? Oh my word, Poncho. Poncho, that's terrible. That's actually terrible. Discreets. Alright, it's Discreets. This town is officially known as Discreets now. You know, and we're gonna change the name to Tramville County, because I feel like I'm gonna have multiple different, like, city town areas. It's Discreets now. Alright, and these are still not filling in, so I'm gonna save and reload and see if there's an issue of now will they build? No, they just don't want to build here. Why don't you want to build here, people? We'll just leave it for now, I guess. You know what? This gives me room for some parks. Let's get some sports parks in here. We'll do a skate park. We need a skate park in Tramville County. And then I'll have some walking paths coming through here. Put a basketball court over here. I want to put a tennis court right here, but in order to do that I have to rework the pathing. Shop here. Oh, 2 little shops, apparently. Okay, will it ever be just one? I don't think so. Alright, we'll do 2 little shops there. That's fine. I don't have the room for a soccer field. We could put a community pool in. Cesspool of germs. Pun absolutely intended. Yeah, let's do a community pool. We'll destroy a couple houses in the process, but who cares? Oh, now you want to build there. Okay. I think that libraries are a thing in this game. Yeah, I don't think libraries are a thing that exist. But you know what we do need is we do need some mail service in our city. So we'll put some mailboxes on some corners. Do one over here. We'll do one at this corner. And then I want to get a post office in here. I'll put the post office over here. See, what upgrades does the post office have? It has post van garages and mail storage expansion. I don't think I need either of those right now. Our elementary school is thriving. Our high school is also thriving. And you know what? We are going to go ahead and make these 2 schools only operate in discretes. Actually, now that I think about it, it makes way more sense to have this just go right up to the river. Have the next municipality start at the other end of the river, which will be like this industrial area here. Okay, there we go. Also go ahead and extend up to the river over here. And that is the district of discretes. Alright. Now, over here, this is where I kind of want to break up the grid a little bit, I think. Or maybe not. Right into the road over here. Now let's go ahead and fill in some more low-density single-family homes. I want to do some of this waterfront housing over on this road here because it's right on the river, essentially. What is now Heather Street, not what used to be Heather Street. And hopefully soon we'll be starting to make profit. It's just, a lot of it is service upkeep, which I think a decent bit of that is coming from transportation. Oh, education, actually. Education is costing us a lot of money. I also have no garbage management, which is not great. We're going to turn this big block here into a landfill. So that's all now a landfill. And I think that we might be just about ready to establish our second tram line. I need to install the tracks on the new Heather Street. Oh, these parts already had tracks on them. Okay, now can it? Yes, it can. So we're gonna put a stop right here. That's gonna be this end of it for now. And we're also gonna add in another one-way track here and here. And we'll put a stop over here. Alright, and here we go. We're getting our second tram line in. Once again, it's kind of a short line, but that's okay for right now. Tracks on that road, that's fine. Then we're going to add another stop here. We're going to have this line now loop around that way. Oh, because it still has the waypoint up here. I want that. There we go. All right. And I'm going to change the names of the lines to be a little bit more descriptive. So line 1 is going to be called South Discreets, and line 2 is going to be called North Discreets. There we go. So now we have 2 tram lines as our public transportation in this city, and honestly, traffic seems to be doing pretty well. Despite only having one way in and one way out of the city, which is very surprising. Eventually, I will definitely have Heather Street extend and have an interchange over here with the highway. I will probably have Pebblebrook Street have an interchange with the highway up here eventually. But I feel like we've got a really, really good start to Tramville here. Let's see how long I've been going for. Oh, I can go for 15 more minutes to hit 2 hours. Alright, let's go for 15 more minutes. We're going to go ahead and we're going to fill in with some more low-density residential here. No. No. There we go. Oh, is it going to be weird now and not fill them in again? Just get rid of all of that. And you know what? We're actually going to put some commercial. We're going to put some businesses in here. And then we'll have some houses next to said businesses. Love to see all the people walking to get to places. Yeah, let's add a mausoleum to our cemetery. add another little park here. Too big. Nope, too big. Nope, too big. Way too big. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll do a large playground in here. Oh, there's a fence. Oh, no, that's not a fence. We'll do is we will have a little pretend path extending out to there. Sorry if I'm really quiet right now. I am incredibly focused on trying to make this look good. Essentially what I'm doing here is I'm just making this paved part come all the way up to the path. Start going under the path, or else it's going to leave little gaps just by the nature of how the tool works. That, and we're gonna get some trees in here. Vegetation. Why is it not letting me? Basically, I'm building my own custom park over here. It's not going to be functional at all, it's just for decoration. But it looks nice, and that's what matters. Oh, hello, lag. Alright, that looks pretty good. I think that I will just go ahead and build some more houses. We'll do some more waterfront housing over here because it's pretty close to the waterfront. Why does my mouse do that? No, go away. There we go. Okay, I don't know what is going on. Why is it not building in the areas that I'm zoning? Why is it doing this? I have the demand. I've never seen this happen before in this game. Never. Okay, whatever. Looks like we need some more parking over here. Actually, no, this is fine. Having some cars parked on the road is fine. Let's see. What can we put right here in this little nook here? You know what? Let's do it. Let's get our first skyscraper. Or I guess first two skyscrapers. No, I want it to just be one building. Just one building. Just one building. Okay, whatever. I'll do this then. Get our first like taller building here, and actually that's not really that much taller than the other buildings in the area. We'll speed it up, see how it looks when it's built. And I'm gonna do some work off camera because I want to get rid of all of these ugly surface things that are going on here. And my game is getting a little laggy, and I think it's because of trying to play and stream at the same time. So what's that now? 1731? Come on. Build up building. Oh, that actually looks... that fits right in. That fits right in with the rest of the buildings in the area. I love that. Okay. You know what? Let's go ahead and put one more in here. There we go. And then what we can do is... no, I'm not going to do that right now because I just don't have the money. I need to get income. But anyway, this is Tramville County so far. We're starting with the town of Discreets, and we've got our nice little downtown going here. As we extend further over into this peninsula area, I think that is where our, like, big city center is gonna be. Like, in this general vicinity. And I'm just gonna mark this out for now because I feel like it. So this is where, like, our big city center is gonna be. Is this area marked as Elizabeth Junction right now? Maybe we even bring this in here, and we have Heather Street be kind of the boundary here. Something like that. But that will be for another stream. We're gonna get ready to wrap up here. It's just about dinner time for me. I'm just gonna ramble for about 30 seconds so that we can hit that 2-hour mark. And I'll see you guys on Monday for Stupid Sports, not tomorrow. Stupid Sports is being moved to Monday just for this week. It's going to be the same time as it normally is on Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It may start a little bit late, sometimes it does, but we'll see you guys then. Goodbye!